Hey guys, welcome to the reading of A Strange Day on the Highway. This is put out by ReadWorks. You can go to readworks.org for more articles. This particular text, I want you to check out some words that you may not know. Just kind of skim through it, maybe circle the words or write the words down. See if you can figure out what the words mean before you look it up in the dictionary. So look around. Have you seen this anywhere else? Do you recognize any prefixes or suffixes? Look at the context, the sentence before it, the sentence after it. See if there's anything that you can figure out what it might be, and write that down next to words so that during your reflection you can kind of tell me the words and your thought process as you went through learning those words. I'll go ahead and start today's reading. A Strange Day on the Highway. The sun was just beginning to peek over the plains when Daryl climbed up into the driver's seat of his truck. His bones creaked as he settled into the seat and adjusted his mirrors. Driving several thousand miles each month took a toll on your body. When Daryl met up with other truck drivers, the conversation quickly devolved into a list of backaches and health problems. Daryl started the engine and pulled his 18-wheeler out onto the highway. This was the best time of day to drive, when the roads were wide open and empty. The sky was turning from azure to pink. Daryl's back wasn't bothering him too much after a couple of ibuprofen. And he was going to make it to Los Angeles before midnight. It looked like it was going to be a good day. Suddenly, Daryl saw a large lump in the middle of the road. He slammed on his brakes and the truck screeched to a halt, the back of the trailer swinging side to side across the road. Luckily, there were no other cars around to get in its way. Daryl skidded to a halt in front of the lump. Daryl passed roadkill all the time. Armadillos, deer, rabbits. It was just part of the life of the trucker. You couldn't stop for every animal on the highway. Not if you were going to earn a living and get your goods to their destination on time. But this time, Daryl's instinct had told him to stop. Now that he was closer, he could see that he had been right to trust his instinct. The lump was a person. What? Daryl hopped out of his truck and cautiously approached. There was no blood, and the figure was lying in the middle of the road under a blanket. It seemed a strange choice for a place to sleep, unless you had a death wish. Now he could see that it was a girl. Her collarbones jutted out, and her skin was so pale that you could trace the blue veins under her skin. She looked underfed and exhausted. "Hey!" said Daryl. Then, "Hey!" more loudly. He couldn't just leave his truck in the middle of the road for long, and she needed to move as well. The next driver might not have an instinct as sharp as Daryl's. The girl moved and mumbled, but didn't open her eyes. Daryl scooped her up and moved her to the side of the road. At least she wouldn't be run over there. Now she was someone else's problem. He had to make it to Los Angeles by midnight, and that didn't allow for time for rescuing damsels in distress. He climbed back in his truck and drove down the road. Just one glance in the rearview mirror, and Daryl saw the girl still lying there, motionless by the side of the road. He knew he couldn't leave her like that. He pulled the truck over again and trotted back. The girl was so thin that lifting her and carrying to the truck was easy. Daryl tucked her into the passenger seat, and the girl briefly opened her eyes. "What is your name?" Daryl asked. The girl looked at him, mute. She closed her eyes again, and Dare climbed into the driver's seat. He stopped at the next city an hour away and went downtown to the police station. A middle-aged woman in a police uniform sat behind the main desk. "I've got a missing girl," he said, "in my truck. I don't know what to do with her." If Officer Rodriguez wasn't used to hearing If Officer Rodriguez wasn't used to hearing such a statement every day, she gave him no sign of surprise. She came with Daryl and helped him bring the girl inside. The girl still wasn't speaking to either Daryl or Officer Rodriguez. She gave no sign of hearing their question, but did drink a cup of tea that the officer had made her. "Well," Daryl said, "I need to hit the road. I have a shipment due in Los Angeles tonight." "Wait, sir, you can't leave," said Officer Rodriguez. "We need you to give a statement about how you found the girl." By the time Daryl finished giving his statement, it was mid-afternoon. He knew there was no way he was going to make it to Los Angeles on time. The girl seemed to be doing better, though. She was finally responding to questions. She would be safe here, in the capable hands of Officer Rodriguez. The girl looked up at Daryl as he left and said clearly, "Thank you." She couldn't remember the past few days, but it seemed that she had collapsed on the highway from hunger early in the morning before Daryl found her. Daryl shook his head while leaving. He had been happy to help, but this day was turning out far differently than he expected. He was behind, and his boss wasn't going to be happy. As Daryl climbed back into the truck, his cell phone rang. "Oh no," he thought. "I'm never going to get out of here." "Hello?" Daryl said. "Daryl? Is that you? Are you all right? I've been so worried." It was his mother. "What do you mean, Mom?" Daryl asked. "Haven't you seen? A bridge collapsed 30 minutes ago in Arizona, the one that you drive over on the way to Los Angeles." A chill ran down Daryl's spine. If he had been on schedule, he would have gotten to the bridge just about 30 minutes ago. He looked back at the police station, wondering. From that day on, Daryl would always trust his instincts. Thanks for listening, guys. Till next time.